Am I alive? Am I back? Are we back? Are we back? Do we have connection? We're back? Okay, like we were still screwing around for a little bit, so I wanted to be 100 on that, but we're back. Install.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Yes.
Registering new owner. Captain.
Welcome to the cruise. So, where'd you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12 by 12 corrugated steel box.
No, I meant I wanted to know more about you.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Welcome to the cruise, Sam.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Holy shit.
Battery levels are fully charged.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
So, where'd you come from?
All SAM units travel...
What do you say, Sam? You want to help me clean up this colony?
Got stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Back to work, Sam. Sam does not seem to be a very complex person. Sam. Sam the man. We'll begin Sam in the next mission.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I fixed the thing. Okay, apparently.
May luck be with.
Alright, what other quest we got going on? Don't bite the sun, a few kindred spirits. That's on Roseway. Acquire on. Yep, okay. That's not what we're looking for. Another science weapon. Use the captain's terminal on the unreliable. Oh, okay. So we do actually have a couple other things to do here. Such as Search of Festus Mining, archive cartridge for keyword weapon. That captain sold Harvest something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's cart. Some sort of strange tech or weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it? Dr. Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and threw it in Bodie's office for now. Figured the least the site supervisor could do is fill out the form for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells on this rock. Give a name. The Mule. Family name. Hereford. Employment status. Indenture. Contract terms. Time of deceasement. 1827 hours, approximate. Cause of death. Blunt force trauma. Weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin. The facial area, to be special about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big. Jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. A melee science weapon, you say?
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Fuck you, I'm quite handsome. I even got my hair cut today. I got my hair cut yesterday. What the fuck am I smoking? Well, I guess we'll do the quest. We'll go to Monarch and the Stellar Bay landing pad, because it's the safe one. And we can go there now,
We are
because
now
we've
in
been
orbit
there.
above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
That sounds illegal. Alright, we are bringing Ellie and Felix. Let's bring Parvati and Sam. Actually, we might want to bring Ellie and Sam. Actually, we might want to bring Felix and Sam. Who should we bring besides Ellie or Felix? Like, let's put it to that. Ellie or Felix? Our Train's probably gonna say Felix. Because Train has some, like, bizarre hatred for Ellie. Although I'm starting to understand it. It sounds like they made a really interesting character and then just decided not to do anything with her. Like, come on. She seems like she should be so good. Why is she just not? Like, come on. Give her something. Oh my. I was told to say aggressive close range. Increase your intimidate skill when Sam is in the party. Why not? 20% negative reputation per kill. Increase his companion's armor rating. Increase the damage up at his companion. Well, if he's gonna be in melee, he should have better AR. Alright. Then I guess he's using what he's got. So, quest. Radio Monarch. I love how just having a giant robot in your party makes you intimidating. Like, the very act of tagging along with a giant fucking robot just makes people go, oh, holy shit. Is there not a better way down? I mean, I can Assassin's Creed my way across a little bit, but...
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
No. Well, that is my ship on the landing pad next to you.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction.
Good job, Grim.
You must have seen those UDL
Also,
gunships on your
Nate
way
the
in.
Martian, thank you for the
There's
follow.
only 3 of them these days.
How are you,
Still,
man?
they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing here?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all.
Oh, so they're
Which
like...
means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
Aww.
On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
You know what? Let's say it one time and see what happens.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
There we go. Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook.
Oh, that makes sense.
And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Are you saying the board's been lying?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
I think
Anyway,
I'm full of
Mr.
fish.
Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I mean, you do seem like a minimum wage worker.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
What?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
I am 95% sure it hasn't. Sure.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
You know what? I'm gonna steal his poster just because I think he's dumb. That's mean. Should we steal his poster and sell it? He has a scythe. Like, look, this guy has a gun. Like most normal people do. This guy just has a fucking scythe. Jesus.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
She has cute hair.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What was that exchange about? You having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience.
Girl, chill.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow money on Raptidon pots?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why? If you've got that many bits to spend, then I got some trash to sell you.
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Nah.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Never skip leg day. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There are other fish in the sea.
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
Well, the standards have dropped this low, then maybe I should live in this.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
I'll talk to you later.
Well, new business turns up at last.
I don't like you already.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Stop.
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
I'm just looking for the information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
Thank you for the 100.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for salt tuna.
If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in the sprat-fucked colony, I am going to stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do
Rocks.
the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing
Holy
quite all
shit, that actually worked.
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it? Since you're freer than everyone else in Halcyon, why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a
Too many
rather
bucks.
pretty slogan. But
Scare.
if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
That's a coward's answer.
I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
I'm interested. How long did it take you to figure out that you need to defend your city? How do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ordnance or ordnance? Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the next step of your master plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
You know? I'll see what I can find.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I need to ask you about something.
What can I do for you?
I have some questions about Emma. I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Why not? You know, these guys actually want to protect their people. And they want to, like, kind of game the board to do it. If you gotta get on to capitalism, I can at least get behind the way these people are doing it. It's not perfect, but it ain't bad either. You know what I mean?
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
No. Let's see what you have.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Most of Holy fucking shit. What in the goddamned?
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought
Mostly
maybe I was
fresh.
onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Pavati, you know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
Well, you know, have you seen one?
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them.
No kidding. Where have you seen one?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what,
On it.
I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
He's a friend of Pavati's? I suppose I ought to.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Can do. Now.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
She likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her, too.
She's interested in you. Romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Smoot.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I
Smoke.
give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise you won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Aw.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right?
Yeah.
I want them to be happy.
Right. Easiest level up in my life. That is that good shit. We've found the good shit, boys. Shit, boys. We could bump persuasion a little bit more. Be out of. Oh no, we gotta bump that manually now. Necessarily be a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Could bump lockpick a little bit. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'll get some good shit out of that. And we did just bump two-handed weapons, so that's pretty good too. As for Sam, we can grab 20% damage to auto mechanicals. Not bad. Damage dealt by this companion's ability. Reset cooldown. I like that one. As for Parvati, nice. I like. That's good for the way I play this character too, because I use TTD a lot. So like the more I use TT, like that promotes my use of TTD.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Aw, that's cute.
Thanks again for setting me up with Sebastian. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I like cute shit. But anyway, Gwen wanted me to talk to you about the softball.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
I'm getting
But
thought about it.
I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Thanks, I'll do that.
Who's the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific customer service request. Please repeat the order.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I forgot Sam was in the party real quick, so I thought she was talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Ooh, I like her hair.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
She is drunk. Excuse me?
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I was just interested in your story. I'm a good fella. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
She is sloshed. Sure, another round.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
I'm told that you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats?
Brass tacks.
Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
What do you need? How much time do you need?
More than you have, I suspect. I plan to sit here and drink until I find myself awoken sober.
What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine something?
Oh my gods.
Pills. They're
my
very
various gods.
I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember, if it's dirty, it's a
Sam's just trying to mock
Sam.
himself.
What in the... That thing talks?
That's Sam. She helps me stay clean. Anyway, I'll go get the meds. Oh my goodness, God, You know what? I'm actually gonna break here. It's midnight. I'm gonna break right here just to, you know, call it a good night on a good point. But yeah, this was fun. Like, I had a lot of fun tonight. The game was just fun in general. Like, this entire game is fun, and all the characters are just fun to play with and fun to be around. Anyhow. Yep. Take it easy, guys. I'm gonna probably get some sleep. Night.